Hope everyone's been doing okay.
Deep in the murky undergrowth of the podcasting swamp, the elusive pyramid ring boy emerges Dougie Joyce. Known for his flashy hierarchy and fists-first diplomacy, he now attempts a rare display of verbal camouflage. Watch closely as the creature tries to rewrite the tale of a violent outburst that sent him behind bars. A masterclass in narrative gymnastics.
The actual
everybody
story.
wants to see and hear, like they say, the elephant in the room, isn't it? Yeah. So it's not really much to really talk about, to be honest with you.
Right.
It was just one of them moments inside of a pub. It's a family member, not going to go into too much detail about it, sitting there, brought up the past.
But he's actually related to you, this guy?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
He's not related to me, no.
Right.
Nothing to do with me.
Right.
But he's married into a family member of ours.
Right.
So sits there, we're all drinking, doing what we're doing. As you can see, the video had no sound.
Right.
So you couldn't hear nothing. It's only what it looked on the video. But he started insulting my father. My father brought up the past.
So now Muggy Joyce is explaining why he launched the attack. Apparently the audio was lost, unfortunately, he says. No, Muggy, fortunately for you, because if we'd heard the sound, we'd probably realize your excuses don't hold water. You're spinning this like it was self-defense, but let's be honest. There's no proof, just your word. And your word, Muggy, isn't worth much. You're a known liar, a known scumbag, and now suddenly we're supposed to take your side?
And the bottom moral line of the story is my father knocked him spark out 35 years ago. That was it. And
so that's how long this has been going on for. It wasn't just a drunken
night.
No, it
wasn't a drunken night.
Right.
The bottom, what it was, he was holding a grudge against my father, clearly. Tried to insult my father. There was plenty of people there in the pub to see that. And that was it. My father knocked him spark out 35 years ago. He's obviously not got over it. And I said, my father's out there. I said, have a chat with my father when he comes in. And then that's when you can see there was a little bit of commotion.
Right.
And then...
so your dad was there on that night?
Yeah, my father was there,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
And then he got very abusive, coming out with his name calling, yeah. And then he just took it one step too far. He threatened my family. Nobody threatens my family. I don't care who you are and what you're not. Threatened my family, and that was it. Obviously, I've got drink in my system, and I'm an alpha male, and the thing is, I'll always protect my family, so I done what I done.
Calling yourself an alpha male is cringe enough. What a plank. But this footage, it looks like Muggy and the old man were just having a conversation before Muggy suddenly snapped. No arm waving, no wild behavior from the pensioner, nothing to suggest he was being abusive. But of course the audio's missing. Still, women, kids, and OAP should get a certain pass when it comes to violence. Maybe a stiff word, at most a backhander, but a 4-punch combo? Come off it, Muggy. Fair play to the old lad. He did get knocked out, but there's no excuse. This was barbaric, cowardly, and totally indefensible.
I mean, what actually happened? I mean, obviously, after the event, did you just think that's it, and then it just, or did he call the police, or did the police come?
Well, it's the thing with us travellers. So, like, look, it's a stupid pub fight, yeah, stupid argument, and to be honest with you, it should never happened, but it happened, yeah, and it's one of them you can't like say this happened, that happened. Listen, it happened. It is what it is. Right. The thing is, he brought up the past. Yeah, he insulted my father. Yeah, and he threatened my family. That's the bottom line, and that's it. I done what I done. If I could have went back then and changed things, I would have. But the thing is, I can't. Done the jail and done my time, and that's it. It is.
But was it him who called the police, or was it the publican, or was it
him himself and his family, his daughter, my son, the whole lot of them?
Wow. I mean, normally, like you said, if you had a problem in a pub with someone, and it's done, you know. So, I mean, do you think he was winding you up so that he could fucking get you in trouble, or?
Well, I don't want to get into too much detail about it, yeah. Right. But when everything happened, when it did, there was certain people getting back to me. Oh, they're doing this now to destroy your life. They're going to put this all over the papers and make a big thing out of this now. And then what? I say, look, I'm not going to go into too much detail.
Well, I suppose you don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but obviously at the time before, obviously this happened, you know, you was doing the 3D Fight Club, you was launching the whiskey. I mean, you was doing a lot of stuff, and you was cracking on. So, you know, if And people don't like to see people, especially if you've got that sort of beef, they don't want to see you doing well. So obviously for that perspective, they probably, you know, it's, and you know, if you're in I mean, what time was that? Was it like 1 a.m. or something? I mean,
Don't know, I couldn't even remember. I was getting on, yeah.
yeah, but that's
I
what,
like Terry Stone, but what he said here just isn't right. Trying to justify Muggy Joyce punching a 78-year-old man is no excuse. This wasn't some plan to bait Dougie into prison. It's nonsense. The old guy wasn't provoking a fight. He was just talking. And it was probably his family, his daughter most likely, who called the police. That's normal. This wasn't a one-on-one or a straightener. It was a cowardly attack, nearly a sucker punch. And there was no sign from the footage that Dougie was about to strike. Then Terry comes out with, well, it was late at night, as if that makes it all right. Imagine if that was your dad, Terry. Would you still be running cover? Would you still be offering up little conspiracy theories Dougie can cling to later? Doubt it.
right. And what about Decca? Is Decca Heggie your way?
Yeah, Deca would be, yeah. Deca's always...
Have you fought him before? Because I know I've seen him online.
He called me out when the fella's full of gas in there.
Right.
Just doing it for his views and stuff. He challenged me, didn't he? Dougie, I'll fight you for, I can't remember what it was, 40 grand fight. Fella hasn't got 40 events. And and he's trying to put up his money and stuff. And then I called his bluff the next day. And that was it. He made up excuses on the date. But besides him, anyway, he's irrelevant.
Yeah, but I didn't know whether he'd be a potential opponent, you know, because
Well, if you could find someone to sponsor him
Right.
and put the money up for him. Then
because is that how that works then? Somebody will come in and say, I'll fight him, I'll put that up. He comes in, I'll put that up, and then the winner takes all.
It's possible. Let's say if somebody wants somebody to fight and they haven't got the money, then it could be like someone as a backer. Put the money and say, look, I want to put the money down. I fancy my chances, yeah. But I don't mind, like I say, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it proper. It'll be on a platform.
Right.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind having another 3 fights at least.
Now Muggy tries to rewrite history again, this time about the Decca Heggie situation. Let's be real, Muggy. Decca would have smashed you to bits. We've seen your fights. That 45-minute pillow fight where no one threw a punch. You can't even knock out a 78-year-old. And stop with the backer excuses. You don't need sponsors to turn up for a fight. If you'd agreed to fight Decca, cash would have appeared. People would have paid to see it. Truth is, you were scared. Back then, there was no way you were beating Decca. Not a chance.
At least.
Yeah, I mean, because how old are you now?
36 now.
Yeah, so have you got sort of a cut-off when you say, I'm going to stop at 40 maybe, or is it 38?
Yeah, when you start going past 40 there, you want to be, do you know what I mean? You don't even want to be really thinking about fighting, do you?
If you're making millions out of the whiskey...
Well, it's different.
Listen,
We'll always come out of retirement, won't we? Yeah.
And what are your...
Do you know what I think it'd be a good thing as well, Terry? Yeah. Not stopping you talking, but all the promotions, like they say, they all have a little leader, don't they? The captain of the promoter, he owns this, he owns that one.
Yeah.
Imagine just getting them all together, yeah, and say, right, the king of the promoters.
Right.
And get them all in the ring and say, listen, we'll fight for the last one standing.
Right.
And then bragging rights for a year. That'd be something else.
You can see Muggy actually thinks this is a clever idea, getting all the promoters in a ring like it's some genius move. He offers it up with pride, like he's cracked boxing. But then you see Terry's face. That's reality hitting. It's childish, delusional, and frankly, a bit sad.